You see a car. We see support for over 960 wildlife species. Because when you get the $29 Keep Colorado Wild Pass with your car registration, you fund conservation and education across the state. Get your Keep Colorado Wild Pass with your next vehicle registration.
The Dollop is brought to you by Rocket Money. Rocket Money, of course, is an amazing service that helps you find subscriptions you didn't know were there, help you even lower some bills that you have. Like at Rocket Money, they helped me lower my internet bill by like $300.
And like we always say, Rocket Money going to save you pocket money.
Do we say
going to give
that?
you some more pocket money.
Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. With Rocket Money, we have full control over our subscriptions and a clear view of our expenses. I can see all my subscriptions in one place, and if I see something I don't want, Rocket Money can help me cancel it with a few taps, which is exactly what Rocket Money did with Roblox. My child has a lot of subscriptions to a lot of things that I didn't know about. And
has Rocket Money ever suggested you just get rid of the child?
They haven't. I don't think that's part of the service.
Okay.
Yeah. Rocket Money is mostly just about helping you with bills. For me, Rocket Money, I think, got rid of 3 subscriptions altogether. And then, of course, lowered my internet, which is the best. Awesome. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all the app's features.
Yep.
Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/dollop. That's rocketmoney.com/dollop. rocketmoney.com/dollop.
Dave, with Rocket Money, you're going to have a little bit more pocket money.
And now we're going to play a live episode from Phoenix, Arizona.
How's it going, everybody? What's up? Fuck yeah. Dave thinks Carrie Lake won. We have some guests.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Huh?
What'd you fucking say?
What did you hear? Huh?
Huh?
Who would have thought that a lake would make it in Arizona, for fuck's sake? Odds are slim.
You're listening to the Dollop! This is an American History Podcast where each week I, Dave Anthony, read a story from American history to my valet.
No, fuck you, Gareth Reynolds, who has no idea what the topic is going to be about.
We have, we did this once in Australia, and it was fucking awesome. It worked really well.
No pressure.
So we are going to tonight have 2 guests.
Carrie Lake and Kirsten Cinema! Oh, shut the fuck up. We got him.
I was trying to...
Kirsten's in the bathroom.
I was trying to think of someone famous from Arizona, but I couldn't.
Oh, come on. Dan Marley. Let's party.
Who?
Dan Marley.
Who's Dan Marley?
White Thunder.
I don't know. I don't watch the basketball. Who?
Dave, miss, the way that you are furious that we don't know that David Spade is from here is insane.
Is David Spade from here? Oh,
Maybe.
my God. That's so exciting.
David Spade. David Spade.
Oh, Arizona's own David Spade.
You know, I guess I forgot his first 2 names. Arizona's own.
David Spade.
Yeah. We have 2 guests. The first guest, he's part of the Mexican Dollop, which is
El Dollop. El Dollop.
Our spin-off, and he's a hilarious comic. Give it up for Eduardo Espinosa! Watch out, Dave's been drinking. What do you need? You need a beer?
He also has his own podcast. Well,
we don't talk about his other podcast on the
no, that's fine.
Sorry,
we don't need to bring that up.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah, you can try to say it in Spanish.
I'm not going to say it in Spanish. Legendary.
Leyendas legendarias.
Oh, come on. You show off.
Bingo, yeah.
He can speak 2 languages, so he's better.
I'm trilingual,
but anyway.
like most people in Mexico City who are white.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, like, I mean, we have enough white people, and then...
¿Dónde está more white folk?
I mean, I can't really say that much because I kind of look like I belong with you guys.
Yeah.
You guys is very hurtful too. Our people have been through so much that.
Do you have many people?
By the way, the Mick Ultra is going to help that look.
Yeah. I feel like I look like I'm, the product of
us,
both of you,
like our boy,
right?
That's our boy. We made him.
We mixed our semen with a Michelob Ultra, and then
and now
like
came
twins.
a white Mexican.
A Wexican.
Holy shit.
We prefer the term whitexicans, but thank you.
Whitexicans.
Shit, I fucked up already.
I like mites. Our second guest is a hilarious comedian. Also does a lot of research for the Dollop. He is fucking hilarious. Give it up for Rivers Langely, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out for those wires.
Would you like a beer?
Yeah, have a beer, have a water.
There's an assortment of beers. You can take one.
There you go. That's $5 whenever you get a second.
$5.
$5 each.
Rivers actually did the research for this episode, so he's gonna be the first
one.
He's gonna be the first guy who knows the subject before we. April 25th, 1825. In the year of our Lord J-Town. Yeah.
Has J-Town...
They get it, because this place loves jet skis.
Have you guys heard about J-Town?
I have not.
In Mexico? Okay.
No.
It's, because from...
It's Jesus Town, or Jesus Pueblo.
Is that, Dave?
Well, he's close enough. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I think you mean Jesus Pueblo, but it's fine.
Yeah, Jesus Pueblo.
Donde está other whites?
Look around.
Okay, I guess I'll start.
The banter's over.
Charles DeBrill Poston was born near Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Nobody fucking cares.
Wow.
This is a big name in your state.
It's the Kentucky that threw everyone off.
Yeah. They come from other places first. He was the middle of Temple and Judith's 7 children.
Temple?
Yeah, it means everything's gonna be fucked. Like if your dad was named Temple, he had no chance.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Temple was.
It's getting harder to hear.
Yeah, he was a printer and he was a newspaper editor, and the Postons lived moderately, but a lot better off than other residents of Hardin County. Charles later claimed that his father once gave a pair of snow boots to a shoeless boy named Abraham Lincoln.
What?
So beginning at the age of 7, Charles got occasional teaching lessons from a guy named Robert Hewitt, who was described as an itinerant pedagogue.
Yeah, which we've all...
A traveling know-it-all.
Yes.
Itinerant pedagogue.
Okay, wouldn't shut the fuck up. That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I hear you.
He was a comedian, basically.
Yeah.
Itinerant pedagogue.
In 1832, Temple put Charles to work as a news carrier and printer's devil.
Printer's devil?
Devils were young, unpaid apprentices who prepared the ink, paper, and typeset for the presses, and they cleaned the machines and run errands.
They were ink interns. They were inkerns.
Inkerns.
Nice, ink turns, nice. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
You happy about that one?
Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
I'm learning.
I actually would like to talk to you after the show. I do have that. It's supposed to be my
all
deal.
right,
Yeah,
fine.
sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to.
No, you get all the merch rights. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, thank you. Yep, thank you. You get it. Huh? Go ahead.
On August 22nd, 1837, Charles' mother died. Finally. Oh. Sorry, we haven't had a death yet, and I'm on paragraph 3. Like, come on. It's a fucking dollop. Jesus. So then his dad just took off.
Nice. I get that. I get that move a lot.
I was here for one thing. To fuck that
Well,
lady.
look.
I want to fuck that lady, and that's not happening.
It was hard enough with her around. Without her, I can't do this.
Yeah, you guys.
Good luck to you.
There's 7 of you. Fuck
Here's some
off.
Fritos and some boots. Work for Lincoln.
So he just leaves. So now he's like a de facto orphan, right? He's like, I guess that's it. I'm on my own.
Nice.
Charles and his siblings went to live with some relatives, and as a teenager, he worked as a legal apprentice with the county clerk. He worked there for 7 years, and then he moved to Nashville. Yeah, damn.
Really? Not one person has an opinion about Nashville.
No, they do. They're just keeping it to themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You know, I don't enjoy that city. There's no David Spade.
Did you know David Spade is from Arizona?
Oh my God!
Holy
what?
shit.
Is that why they call him Arizona's own?
Yeah.
Nashville, there he served in the office of the Supreme Court. He studied law, and then he was admitted to the Tennessee bar.
Wow.
So the bar was pretty low.
Yes,
Yeah.
very low.
Yeah.
In September, he's like you. It's like having 2 U's.
Yeah.
Told you I'm your love child.
In September 1848, he married the county clerk's daughter, Margaret Haycraft, and she was pregnant the next year.
Nice. Yeah, sir. You get it.
Yep.
Finished
Yes,
inside.
nice.
You get it, sir.
That guy said nice so loud that his date is like, I should go.
Yeah. Oh, his wife.
Unprotected. What?
Oh, too late.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. I think we know what that means, honey. No rubber. Didn't pull out either, babe.
She was, so she's pregnant the next year, and that's when Charles is like, you know what? I'm going to travel.
Yes.
Like father, like son.
Yeah.
He visited Sandusky, Ohio, Buffalo, Niagara Falls, New York City, Baltimore, Wheeling, West Virginia, and Cincinnati.
He's a road comic.
Yeah.
Hey, babe. Yeah. No, I'm just gonna go back to the room.
Yeah, better a road comic than an itinerant pedagogue.
His daughter, Sarah Lee, was born on November 3rd, 1849, but Charles didn't make it home till Christmas.
Nice.
So
But that's awesome. What a gift.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, look who's here. No, I didn't get you anything.
Hey.
I'm it.
So it ain't talking or anything yet? Why'd you rush me home? Is it even seeing? Why is its head so mushed up?
But he wasn't done. He took off again in February 1850.
If I close my eyes, I can imagine the baby crying at home.
How's she doing? Awesome. Well, I really missed y'all. Yeah, get a round of shots. Does that guy have Coke? He doesn't? All right, cool. I miss you so much. Yeah. See if he's holding. Yeah.
Oh, Cincinnati, here I come.
Yeah.
So he takes off again in February 1850. So he was there a month. He hung out with the kid for a month.
enough.
Hey, all right.
It's called bonding.
Yeah.
He goes to New Orleans, St. Louis, and St. Joseph, Missouri. When he finally gets home, he sees his daughter and said, quote, "All well, this baby is nearly grown and all out of my knowledge."
Oh, wow. All right.
That is absolutely the best way to wrap up being a father.
Well,
Just
that's
like
done.
to be there, like, all right, wow, it's so great. Well, it's just great having you here. It's been great being here. Well, I think I'm pretty much good. I'm done. What more can I do? Look at her. She's full of everything I have. So I should move on with my life and not come back here ever again.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I mean, it's a good move, fleeing before she starts speaking and saying, "Daddy, don't leave." That's
Yeah.
good.
He went to St. Joseph's, Missouri instead of seeing his family, which is just like, fuck you.
Have you ever been there?
Yeah.
It's so
Why,
bad.
that's what, oh, no, it is?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Because it's named after St. Joseph. So Margaret is, so he's there for a little bit. Margaret's pregnant again.
Wow.
She can't resist that shit. You know what I mean? She's like, what
Oh
if
my God.
if I get pregnant, he'll stick around.
Yeah. Another year of knowledge giving.
If I may quote a scholar, nice.
Nice. So Sarah is now a year old. This is obviously the perfect time to do some traveling. He took $350 from his wife that she had inherited from her father and left for California.
He is a road comic.
Yeah.
He is a road comic.
Wow. Did he justify it? He was like, I need this as an investment in our future.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. It's like, I'm going to go out there and make it rich. I need all your money
Don't
first.
worry. This is an investment.
Money makes money,
It's
right?
an investment.
So he first stopped in Louisville to get letters of recommendation for a government job, and then he got aboard the steamship Oregon, which was really a great steamship. On the way down the Mississippi, it plowed into a smaller boat, drowning a man.
Oh shit, that was Jeff.
It's just the captain was like, go! Ah, fuck.
How fast can a steamship go?
It's not that. Well, actually, they could go fast. They used to have steamship races.
Oh, all right.
That doesn't mean that it was fast necessarily. They raised turtles.
My estimation is 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Oh, man.
You've seen powerboat racing, right? It's this.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. But with steam.
Yeah, you know.
It also ran aground at least once that we know of.
So who's in charge?
It doesn't matter.
Not a great captain?
Yeah.
Shit, that guy's dead. God damn it, land too early.
I'm thinking Pope Jeff isn't the best.
He's great.
Did they base Speed 2 on that boat?
Yes. Look at it. Like, it looks like a bullet. So he arrives on January 28th, 1851 in San Francisco.
Wow. Before the liberals ruined it. Now, one day, this will be full with people we've given up on. This will be a Walgreens where if people steal from it, we'll suggest killing them.
A lot of dudes are going to fuck dudes there. They don't know it yet.
That's what they're talking about.
They don't know it, but it's coming, man. It's going to be just dudes, happily fucking dudes. They had no idea.
A time traveler tells them. This whole area will be for gay men.
Have you been? We'll put the jackhammer bar here.
What do you mean jackhammer bar?
It's a leather bar for men.
What is a leather bar for men? No, we're talking about the infrastructure.
It's where men dress in leather.
This is an area for gold.
It's rough sex.
What are you talking about? Rough sex with who?
Other men.
Men and their wives?
No, a man.
Jesus Christ.
Will enter a man.
Show him the blueprints.
I'm seeing the blueprints.
They can get them printed out there at Book and Job Printing.
Yeah.
This town will bring dignity to my family's name. I am the Tenderloin. Michael Tenderloin, how are you?
2 weeks later, Margaret had a stroke while delivering the baby.
Oh, shit. While delivering?
Yeah.
That's fucking terrible.
That's multitasking.
That is really...
Well, they do, in that case, they do like a sidecar. Well, no, she lives. She's paralyzed.
So she kind of lives.
She kind of lives. The baby, however, dies.
Jesus Christ. This is a major
J-Town.
lose. What do you mean J-Town?
The baby goes to see J-Town. He gets put on the fucking jet ski to heaven.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yes.
No, that's
How do you think you get to heaven?
Just ascension?
On a jet ski.
No.
You ascend on a jet ski, yeah.
No, don't. No. Don't listen to your father on this one.
All right, other dad.
St. Peter's got like those fucking Oakleys. Yeah. What's up? Welcome. Welcome to the Golden Gates. Martha. The fuck's up. Fuck yeah.
You died during birth? Radical.
Y'all ready for this?
Wait, no one told you that J-Town's next to Flavortown? Dude, well, come on.
Wait, God's Guy Fieri? What's up?
Yeah.
The secret ingredients are cloud dust and essence. This is your soul.
He's one of the disciples.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's the Father, the Son, and the donkey sauce.
Yeah.
I know this.
Andre Agassi is also a disciple.
Frankincense, myrrh, and donkey sauce? We heard. weird. It was so light over there.
So the baby dies, but 2 days later, Charles
Nice
gets
follow-up, by the way. Really just smooth. Back into the dollop.
The baby dies, and 2 days later, Charles gets a great job as the chief clerk in the surveying office of the Custom House at the Port of San Francisco.
Was it a coincidence?
So he can't go back. He's got a fucking sweet job.
But was it a coincidence, or were they waiting? Like, hey, you have 2 kids. We'll just wait it out.
Yeah, well, 1 kid. When you're down to 1 kid, we'll give you the job.
Yeah.
Well, good news, I guess. Hello.
Now, he was making $300 a month, which is $11,000 a month today.
Nice.
Oh, damn.
So would you go home to your paralyzed wife?
Jesus Christ, Dave. You skipped a picture. Aha! It's about the Gadsden purchase. Fuck! You fucking idiot. Now we all know where this is headed. Towards the Gadsden purchase. You tipped your hand to the wrong crew, Kimasabi. Well, just slow playing the Gadsden purchase, are you? That's why you can't hit the right arrow on your little computer, isn't it? You veiled it for long enough. You're not dealing with idiots.
So
I'm 100% dead.
Am I getting this right? So a baby dies and then Dave fucks up? Is that what happens?
Yes. Every time Dave, yes, it's like an angel getting its wings.
Yeah. That's true.
You know, I was actually...
Watch this. I'm going to say this to J-Town. J-Town?
Shut up, I don't exist.
Can I have a double Tanqueray and tonic?
Your dad's up here and he says it's probably not a great idea.
J-Town, just listen to me.
Well, it's just I'm trying to listen to you, but your papa's here next to me.
J-Town, let's juice this story up.
Yeah, I know, but couldn't you do it without the juice?
I want a Tanqueray and tonic! A double!
That's why I don't think you should have it, my son.
He's about to kick it up a notch.
Jesus Christ, Guy Fieri's really taken over the place.
He's pretty rad.
By the way, your dad somehow brought Canadian Mist up here. It's super crazy.
In March 1853, Franklin Pierce became president, and Charles was then demoted. He then falls in with a group of French bankers who wanted surveying done.
You like money?
He wanted surveying done in the newly negotiated Gadsden purchase.
That's right, the Gadsden purchase.
I did not see that coming.
Yes. Well. Lots of people don't see the Gadsden purchase coming, huh? You like money?
I wish I could tell you where it was, but I don't have a...
I believe they call it lay money.
Le money.
Le money, yeah.
Huh? You like money, huh? Look at that, huh?
Just more shit we took from Mexico. What's up, Eduardo?
Oh, I live like right down there.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Juarez, it's a, nice little quiet
Do you
town.
want a Gadsden refund?
Yes, please.
Juarez is great. No, it's great.
I know, it's fine. No,
You're drier than your gin, you.
It's okay. I mean, it's just weird having this many people just being scared of nothing. Like, what am I going to do to you guys?
Unfortunately, that's how America works.
Yes.
Wow, I am learning. Yeah.
So the Gadsden Purchase is a strip of land that's southern Arizona and parts of southern New Mexico. James Gadsden was the U.S. ambassador to Mexico. He is a secessionist and a former railroad executive who considered slavery a social blessing.
Oh, one of those. Okay.
Yep, one of those.
Yep.
One of the half of Americans.
Yes.
And he considered abolitionists a curse on the nation.
Jesus Christ.
So he's a twat. So this Gadsden guy, he makes the Gadsden deal thinking a Southern Railroad would go across there to the West Coast and give the South more economic independence and maybe open up more slave states.
Right.
So that's why we got the Gadsden Purchase. Like, hopefully more slaves.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like opening In and Out, but with slaves. Like,
Yeah.
it's just franchising.
Very much like
All right.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an above ground railroad.
Yeah. They weren't sure about it, but then they were very like,
It's one of those ones when I made it, I was like, I'm not sure what it means. Everyone was like, wait, okay.
Okay. So he wants to put the train across there. So Charles now comes and teams up with a German map maker, surveyor, and engineer.
Yeah, fuck yeah. We like to engineer and we will make the maps.
So that's Herman Ehrenberg.
That's right.
So their plan is to sail. They're going to sail around the Baja Peninsula, land, and then take an inland route through Mexico into the Gazdam Purchase.
Okay.
The worst route? It sounds like what's the hardest way to get there?
What's most circuitous?
Well, because they probably didn't want to go through the territory of the Native Americans who, in that area, were really into killing people.
Why? Oh.
The whole we don't like you thing.
Why?
So,
Why?
Well, we weren't really good to them.
Why? What'd we do? We just wanted to have turkey in a cornucopia.
Oh, shit.
What? We tried to celebrate with them. We said splitsies. They said cool, right?
We gave them poison blankets.
Yeah, but
yeah,
what?
As a gift.
Yeah, for free.
I don't think you guys know stuff. Anything.
Yeah.
So they're going to survey for railroad routes and minerals like gold, silver, copper, and Charles, and he brings 30 men that he called, quote, a tough cargo of humanity. So they're awful people.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. And they set sail on February 19th, 1854. It's not a great ship.
Cool.
It's an old three-masted...
I mean, saying it's not a great ship back then is insane.
Yeah. It's an old three-masted British clipper called the Zoraida. Almost immediately, a massive storm blows it off course, and they drift for 30 days at sea. And then they crash into some rocks off the coast of a barrier island off of Mexico.
Sounds like the start of a weird reality show.
Yeah.
The
Cracker Island.
The stinkiest episode of Below Decks.
So the island is 7 miles long and 3 miles wide, and 6 miles from the mainland. Historian A.W. Gressinger said, quote, that first evening they discovered fresh water and a herd of wild cattle roaming the island.
That's lucky.
Under the mantle of night, the survivors huddled in the flare of a sheltered campfire, thankfully munching on roast beef.
What the fuck?
They
opened an Arby's? I mean, that is seriously fucking lucky, right?
Well,
like, to be like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Like, oh shit, the fresh water. Oh, Jesus Christ, burgers. Holy fuck.
Oh my God.
I don't even want to go home. No, I just wanted the medium.
Well, back then, a ship would roll up and drop a couple of cows or a couple of pigs on an island, like a little island off the coast, and then they'd all fuck, and then you'd roll up on another ship, and there'd be a shitload of cows.
Sorry, we might have discussed this before. One more time?
They would.
You did a leave behind?
They would. Yeah, they do leave behind with pigs or cows.
Pigs,
and then,
not pigs and cows.
Either or.
Okay, but it wasn't just like this cow's gonna fuck that pig, and we're gonna see what happens.
I mean,
whatever comes out, it's gonna be something they serve at KFC.
So for a week, they ate wild island fruits and had honey and oysters and ate cows.
It sounds awesome.
It's like a bachelor party.
I would not leave here,
dude. Fucking A.
Except for the whole all dudes thing. So they build rafts after a week and they head for Mexico. I don't know.
I would hang. Where are we going? There had to be a couple of them. We're like, Nick,
what are we doing?
We have to go to Mexico.
No, we figured it out. We put pineapples in the burgers. It's nuts here. You guys.
I cook it low and slow for 12 hours.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
That guy's weird. So they get to Mexico and they head north. And then they get to Alamos, and they were offered a very large, old Spanish hacienda to stay in by the local government.
I think you mean hacienda, but it's fine. Go ahead.
Fuck yeah. Yes. Is he racist? Was that racist?
No, it was just,
Damn it. We're going to get you, motherfucker.
Is tonight the night?
Yeah, we're coming down on you, fuckface.
No one is more whiter than you.
What? You saw me at the pool today. I'm
Yes.
very... Just because I look like the sunblock.
Yeah. I thought it was zinc. So they relaxed for a day at the hacienda.
I'll handle this. That's a very classic white.
I like that he doubled down on the H, even though the H is mute. It's hacienda. You don't say the H.
Hacienda.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Like a feral cat.
Like a feral racist cat.
Yeah.
I think you mean gato.
Thank you. Someone's paying attention.
Gracias.
As long as Dave's the enemy, we're good.
Not paid, Anthony. We're good. Yeah.
So they relaxed for a day. They're at the hacienda.
Thank you.
Quiet, Dave Anthony.
The next morning, Charles wakes up to see armed troops surrounding the hacienda.
Jesus. I think it's harmed troops.
And this is because William Walker's recent filibustering.
Whoa, our boy!
Oh, my God.
Old squirrely eyes. He had recently been filibustering, and so Mexican officials were not taking any chances with a bunch of white dudes. Which they should have never stopped.
Oh, my God. Honestly.
I mean, when he went into Mexico, he got defeated by like 50 ranchers.
All right, come on. We don't want to talk about that. We talk about his time in Nicaragua.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever happened in Mexico didn't really happen. It was just a little...
It's in Spanish. It doesn't count. Let's move on.
He totally got his ass kicked in I think it was Sonora, right?
Yeah, Sonora, right. Yeah.
That's like the Star Wars prequels. We just don't talk about it. It didn't happen.
What, because Mexican is in them?
Well, the trilogy is Nicaragua. Like, that's the good one. That's the one that worked.
So they were arrested and they were held for questioning for 10 days and then finally allowed to go. On July 11th, 1854, they arrived at the confluence of the, I'm going to say it wrong, I'm sure, Gila River? Gila? All right, we're fucking nailing it. And the Colorado River.
And the what?
Colorado?
Colorado.
Oh, the Colorado.
Oh.
You mean the California River. Keep your fucking hands off it, you thirsty bastards.
Touch our water.
Yeah. You guys know that river, right? It's the one that used to have a lot of water. That one, yeah.
It goes through your state, but don't fucking touch it.
Look, the reason why you got all those big liters of Arizona water is for you to shower with eventually.
That's right.
Yeah, we got it in California. Don't worry about it. It's ours.
So during the gold rush in 1849, a man had set up a ferry, and he charged 49ers $10 to cross, which is $360 at the time. So Charles, and can you believe someone was taking advantage of people?
That's crazy, yeah. And that's like $10 more than, he took from his wife, so that's worse.
So Charles and Herman the German, decided that's too expensive. They're not going to pay it.
Sure.
And Herman,
I'm in love with Herman the German.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. In this corner. That's right. Stay down. Don't rip your spandex, Herman. Ooh.
It's a me suplex.
Oh.
So Herman is a very skilled surveyor. Historian Stephen Downer, quote, so he laid out the streets, grids, town square, docks, and piers.
Here's the docks.
And when the ferryman's curiosity finally stirred him to ask what was going on, Poston told him, oh, you haven't heard? We're here to create a new city, a magnificent center for trading and commerce, to be called Colorado City. If you're smart enough, you'll buy in ahead of the others.
That is so, you can just picture the German doing that with, a little, he's just peering off in the distance. Oh, you haven't heard? Yeah, we're building a utopia. Yeah, it's called Fire Festival. You better get on board. Yeah, hurry up. Yeah, invest if you can. If you can't, you might be left in the dust. But either way, you should really try pretty soon to be a part of it. Yeah, everyone's talking about it. It's going to be a lot of tank tops, fanny packs, beers. It's going to be nuts.
It's a new fantastic town, an NFT.
Yeah, that's right.
Do not. Don't do that. So the ferryman bought the first few plots, and then the party had enough money to pay for ferry across the river.
Wow.
The fake town they created turned out to be Yuma, Arizona.
Yeah. 310, whatever.
Charles makes his way back to San Francisco. He learns the French bakers funding his expedition are now won out. So he needs new backers to keep exploring.
And bakers.
And he also found out his still paralyzed wife was now very sick and not expected to live.
Oh, right. Her.
She did not get better on her own?
No, I don't know what happened.
Have you even been trying? Can I take this money on the dresser?
So the healthcare system has not improved.
It's exactly the same.
Come on.
So you're telling me time doesn't heal all wounds?
No. Later on, 200 years later, urgent care will take 10 hours. He arrives back in Kentucky in time for Christmas.
Nice.
That's nice.
Classic.
I brought you some dick.
Nice.
Sir? Yeah, pretty happy with that? Nice. Fuck yeah. Awesome.
He stays there a month, and then he heads out at the end of January.
I love the way he rolls.
It's traveling time.
Takes the holiday.
At that point, his wife has made it through her illness. Not that she's still paralyzed. She's
Right.
got over her illness.
Well, you seem better. I should get moving now that you're 100%.
Oh, shit, I shouldn't have said I'm moving.
Now that you're up and not moving around again, see you later.
I mean, she's too little to open presents. I'm probably going to grab a couple of these. I got her cigarettes anyway.
So he now heads out. He heads for D.C., where he meets up with Major Samuel Heitzelman. So he wants to get into mining. So they spend a year traveling looking for investors. They got a nice sum, about $2 million, from the gun manufacturer Samuel Colt and the Texas Pacific Railroad. Oh, that wasn't a picture. I'm not supposed to do that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
There's red. I fucked up. $69.4 million. That's how much they got.
What was that?
69. Don't worry about it. That never happened. $69.4 million.
Wow.
So it's like VC bullshit. Now they're like Uber.
Right. You mean because they're awesome.
Samuel names himself president, and Charles' title was military commandant of the exploring party and agent of the company in Sonora.
Right.
What's that acronym?
MCEPACS. Mixipsas.
Mother of Dragons, yes.
Mother of Dragons. Correct. Gareth, the Dollop is brought to you by Penrose First Leaf. We both enjoy this. Penrose First Leaf it's a monthly wine club. It's great because it's a membership, and you get these high quality wines. There's even like a concierge person you can call and ask questions.
Mine's living with me. But no, you go through and you basically are like saying that it was interesting because I, as someone who likes wine, had never really been like, what wine do I like?
Yeah.
And then went through and was like, oh yeah, I like a little bit of a chocolatey almond cranberry taste.
Yeah, you take a little quiz, and then you start to know what kind of wines you like more. If you know you like wine, but you're not really sure which kind of wine you like, which is where I was. My wife is much more of a wine snob, and she also really enjoys First Leaf. So we both enjoy it. We both got really good wines. So look, I love reconnecting with friends and family over bottles of First Leaf wine, and I bet you'll feel that way too. So give First Leaf a try. Head over to firstleaf.com/dollop to sign up and save 50% on your first 6 hand-curated bottles plus free shipping. That's TRYFIRSTLEAF.com/dollop. Save 50% on your first 6 bottles plus free shipping. Try firstleaf.com/dollop. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. 100%.
That's quite a
That's a
guarantee.
We are also brought to you, Gareth, by Helix Sleep.
Don't even.
The Dollop loves Helix Sleep. We've been in
Huge
business for a long time together. We sleep on Helix beds. My whole family does.
I had someone the other day ask me how much I like Helix for their own personal use, and I said, I love it. I cannot recommend it enough. It is the best bed I've ever had, without question.
I used to get a little lower backache from my previous bed, and this one, not my Helix.
Nope.
It's beautiful. I just sleep like a baby all
Best
through the
bed.
night.
Yep. Although I will say babies don't sleep great, it seems like. So maybe you sleep like a toddler.
So you go to Helix, you take their sleep quiz, they hook you up with the perfect mattress. It takes like 2 minutes. Comes shipped straight to your door.
What'd you get?
It's the Dusk Lux.
Same here. Dusk Lux. Yeah. Dusk Lux.
So you get to sleep on it. They give you a 100-night trial and a 10 to 15-year warranty to try your new Helix.
Now, that's not like a jury trial. We should be very clear. That's like you get to test it out, like a trial run.
But there's also a jury. Helix is offering up to 30% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/dollop. That's helixsleep.com/dollop. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long with Helix. Better sleep starts now.
You're damn right.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Trax.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV.
Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues. This season, spring into adventure together in the Chevy of your choice. Click to learn more.
See your Colorado Chevy dealer.
Charles now starts calling himself Colonel Poston.
Nice.
What? Why not?
Yep.
He got a. He's got a military guy on board, so he's kind of in the military.
Yeah, and he can lift the world's largest tassel. He's
That's
tough,
right.
You know?
That's right. Charles heads for Texas and headed out with a group of German immigrants who Charles called the Buckskin Boys.
That's right.
The Buckskin Boys.
You ready? Yeah,
One,
you gotta...
2, 3, 4.
No.
Oh, I thought we were doing it.
No. We will work when we're in our own pace.
2, 3, 4.
No.
We're good.
Yeah. It's honestly adorable that he thinks he has that control over us. Yeah, we look at you and kind of giggle. Like the way you think you have power.
2, 3, 4.
Stop counting unless it's for you.
Everybody with me, harmonize with me.
No, we don't even.
Yeah, no, they're getting, but we're the Buckskin Boys.
Wait, hold on. Let him sing the whole song, and then we'll see if we want to sing it.
Join in. Join in.
Why don't you walk us through all the lyrics?
Join in.
Why don't you lock them?
9.
Why are you doing an accent? You were just regular a minute ago. And by regular, I mean American, because that's the prism you see everything through. Why don't you walk us through the lyrics?
You are such a schnitzel.
What are you even talking about? You calling us sausage?
He's got a point, though.
What do you mean? You really have jumped ship lately.
2, 3, 4.
All right, we're the Buckskin Boys, and we like to make noise. We're the Buckskin Boys, and we play with toys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There's got to be someone who came in here for comedy and was like, what in the fuck? I want to hear a guy be like, what's that with watermelons? You're not getting that, are you?
Well, they are a wild fruit. Are they not? Have you seen these? Have you seen the seedless ones? What are these, watermelons with vasectomies? Come on, guys, that's nuts. They got minis, they got regulars. You know, I had a guy tell me the best way to pick a watermelon is to put 3 fingers between the stripes. I said, the last time I did that, I ended up in jail in New Orleans. Thank you guys so much. Gareth Reynolds, everybody!
He'll be here all week because Dave is leaving him behind.
Yeah. Told me to walk with water on the highway.
So, besides calling them the Buckskin Boys, he said they were, quote, frontiersmen who are not afraid of the devil.
That's good, I guess.
Lighten up. That's a lightening. Okay,
Come on.
calm down.
What?
They brought in an Indian agent with them through Apache land.
They brought what?
He's a white dude who's like, I talk to the Native Americans.
I mean, I'm sure he talks at them, not to them.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
And how do we make maize?
So he made a treaty. This guy makes a treaty with the Apache. And Charles had pictures taken when he was in New York City, and he handed them out to the Apache so they could identify him as he moved through their territory.
Wow.
So he's just handing out flyers, headshots?
Headshots. Straight up. Headshots.
Signed headshots?
How are you?
I was on Modern Family. Here you go.
Here's my daguerreotype. Don't break
Come on,
it.
that was solid.
It's
Come on.
glass. Don't break it.
That's a printing joke right there. Come on.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I'm a printer's devil.
It's not. Don't humor him. There's a lot of ladies here with their boyfriends, and their boyfriend's like, "Why did you bring me to this?"
I know one.
Yeah, I just
You
looked-
got him too? Yeah.
I just made eye contact, terrified, absolutely getting killed in the parking lot.
Sir, have you laughed tonight? You're just right in my eye line. And I love most of the show you're going like,
Curiouser and curiouser.
He's trying to remember the lyrics from, the song from earlier. Yeah.
so you like the show and you brought him? Oh,
He brought you?
Oh, all right. This day one guy right here.
He's like, and unfortunately live, this show's not great. He's just thinking the car ride home, and he's like, if you listen to it, I think they edit it when they actually release it.
Yeah, they edited. They got to edit a lot of this out.
And it's not picture based.
Online. So Charles, these pictures, he's handing them out so he can move through the territory. So they reach Tucson in August 1856. No, absolutely not. It's I've been there.
Close to here.
I've been there. You shouldn't do that.
Fuck.
Yeah!
All
fuck
right.
Tucson! Fuck Tucson! Fuck!
All right. Let's not America, Arizona, shall we?
It's not like he needs it, really.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
It's a nice vehicle, okay? I'm just saying,
A man was murdered tonight in a comedy club in Phoenix. So they meet up there with Herman at the Sonora Exploring and Mining Company headquarters. Now, the Spanish built a presidio at the Santa Cruz River called, I'm going to say it wrong, Tubac. There it is. They had, so the Spanish have just abandoned the presidio. Cowards. However, they took the doors and windows, but they left the building.
What?
They took the doors and windows.
Well, you can't take the building.
What are you going to leave? What are you going to leave the fucking windows? You know how much windows cost?
yeah.
Have you been to Home Depot?
Difficult travel. Be very careful.
Just two
On a
guys.
donkey.
Two guys carrying a window across the desert.
This fucking sucks. By the way, it's really heating me.
The steamship crashes through it.
This is right through the middle of the window.
Yeah.
So they start selling mining shares, and by January 1857, there were 1,000 residents nearby, and silver mining was producing $3,000 a day. Which is
So they invented crypto?
Yes, it's crypto.
Okay.
They're making about $100,000 a day.
Wow.
Charles decided to turn Tubac into a utopia, and did he?
But that's
ever.
not how it works. That's what I always love about that concept is like, I'm going to make a utopia. That's not
Isn't
how it
that by
works.
definition impossible?
Yeah, you just are like, wow, this actually really worked out. Look at us all living in like a Costa Rican rainforest together where we're just living off of melons.
They were
fucking each other.
They were in a utopia. They didn't realize it. They had cows and they had pineapples and they were in a utopia.
Yes.
And they didn't even know
They
it.
lived in a tropical Arby's and it wouldn't get better.
There's a lot of utopia.
You don't just get to go like, hey, I think I'm going to build the perfect place.
Well, how do you think Fresno happened?
Touche, David. You always counter with Fresno, and it's hard to fight back.
So he wants no government, no taxes, no public debt, no politics.
Start.
All right.
As mayor, Charles would marry people. Catholic priests charged $25 So he's cheaper than the priests.
Sure.
Tubac became a popular destination for young people to come and elope, and he also performed baptisms and divorces.
So he's kind of a Vegas-y man.
Yeah, totally, it's Vegas, yeah.
Boom, you're separated. That's a baby. Sorry, dunk him. Bam, you're done. Next, what do we got? Marriage. Boom, the Lord loves you. Move on.
No, I mean, he is literally Pope Chuck. Like you were saying Pope Jeff. This is now Pope Chuck.
Yeah. Charles had a canal built from the river to water the 2-acre communal vegetable garden for residents.
Boom. Dunk him. He's a baby of God.
Quote, nobody was ever charged a thing for entertainment. Whoa.
What are we doing here?
Now you got an issue?
Yeah, this is bullshit. Horseshoeing and fresh supplies for the road. Hospitality is a savage virtue that disappears with civilization.
So
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
part.
that one's difficult. He had me until the end pitch.
So he was right about one thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he is building a utopia.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, he prints his own money based on the silver coming from the mine. The currency was called boletas by the locals and could be redeemed for silver at any time.
Boletas just means tickets, literally. It's literally just tickets.
So he kind of invented like arcade currency?
Yeah.
He's like, how many boletas do you have? You can get like a necklace that's made of candy, but if you have enough boletas, you could get a drone.
Yeah, if you have 500 boletas, you get the necklace. If you have 500,000, you get the drone.
Yeah, you better play that basketball game a little longer, get a lot of boletas. Welcome to Dave & Buster's, the country.
Yeah, I was going to say, bienvenidos Carlos y Cheese.
Boletas.
So he prints Tubac's Arizona's very first newspaper, the Weekly Arizonian. Charles would read the weekly paper while sitting in a natural pool by the river. So he's a creep. That's creep shit.
Saw you doing that today.
Exactly.
Point proven.
Yeah.
So profits are only $10,000 at this point in 1859, about $365,000. So the company reorganizes and they fire Samuel and made the largest shareholder, Samuel Colt, president.
Oh boy.
In December, Charles gets a horrible case of pink eye and has to go away for treatment.
Man, can you imagine getting fucking pink eye back then? You were like, I'm probably gonna die. My pillow had poop on it. That's a death sentence.
Well, I have to go to Chicago.
Well, I'm done for. I went to a Holiday Inn.
I need to move to a warmer climate. You're already in Arizona. That's as warm as it gets.
Well, I gotta put lime in my eye for a year. It's pink.
So he comes back in late 1860, and in January 1861, Apache Chief Cochise.
Yeah, it's the fucking man right there.
He was falsely accused of kidnapping a white child. So he and his family are taken hostage by American troops while they were raising a white flag, and he was told they are going to stay in jail until the child is returned. But he didn't take the child, so that's hard to do. So he escapes, and the Americans hang his family.
Oh, my God.
Well, you fucked with us. This is known as the Bascom Massacre, and it began the Apache Wars, which would go on for 25 years.
Wow.
Many Apaches, previously hostile only to Mexicans, now attacked Americans.
All right. Hey.
What the fuck were you guys doing?
Up top, bud.
We did it. So wait.
So the Civil War begins 3 months later, and almost all U.S. troops are sent east. Charles sends the women and kids of Tubac to Tucson. I don't think so.
This guy's really up the ass of Tucson.
Yeah, it's really creepy.
He's a big Tucson guy.
So Apaches are stealing tons of livestock from Tupac and Tupac. I know. Yeah. This story has so many different people you know. From Tupac.
Yeah, no biggie.
He dared me to hit him up.
So word that U.S. troops have left spreads, and bandits from both sides of the border start attacking mines up and down the Santa Cruz Valley, just killing miners and taking whatever they could. On April 25th, 1861, an Apache war party scalped a mine superintendent. I'm okay with it. Another was stabbed to death. Charles' brother John was stabbed to death while he was sleeping. Charles spent 2 months melting down silver and loading it on outbound stagecoaches. He also tried to save mining equipment by stashing it in the hacienda. And then he took off.
He likes that move.
And then Arizona was taken by the Confederates. That's the Arizona Confederate flag.
Wow, it's really simple.
Have you ever really changed? So then Tupac is taken by the Apaches, and the last people flee to Tucson with the help of 25 Confederates taking him there. And then Tupac is looted and burned to the ground. Charles goes to Kentucky to see his wife. Good time, right? Good time to...
Hey, how are you? What is that, money? Bye!
He then quickly left for D.C. right after.
I gotta go.
Nice to see you.
Did we have a daughter still?
Yes.
Oh, is she good?
Yeah.
What's she like?
I don't know.
All right. Are these gift certificates redeemable anywhere?
Thank you for staying put. I'll be right back.
That's awesome. I'm going to take these Home Depot credit cards. Yeah. All right.
In D.C., quote, in December 1862, I returned to Washington, made friends with Lincoln, and proposed the organization of the Territory of Arizona. There was no other person in Washington.
Nope, nobody here.
No response.
Nobody. Everyone's like,
Oh, so he's to blame. All right.
Why?
There was no other person in Washington save General Heintzelman who took any interest in Arizona affairs. They had something else to occupy their attention and did not know where Arizona was.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think half of these people know where Arizona is right now.
I know, it's hard. It's okay. We believe in you. So they had something else to occupy their attention and did not know where Arizona was. Consequently, an oyster supper was organized.
Finally, the way that you punctuate every moment. Well, I think we should eat a bunch of oysters to make it official.
You know what? I agree.
Absolutely. There we go.
Nothing like slurping mucus of a shell to make things official.
Absolutely. Whatever the hell this is, it goes good with not chewing.
I should bring some to my wife.
Perfect.
Wow. Through Charles' lobbying, the bill creating the Arizona Territory passes the Senate on February 20th, 1863. Charles Poston has just become the father of Arizona.
Now, quick question. After he became the father of Arizona, did he also leave?
Well, it seems like it's old enough to be its own state. Literally just cut the ribbon.
Well, there goes your my knowledge.
Is that money on the dresser for me, or is it? That's the state budget. Oh, well, I should get moving.
So he is named the superintendent of Indian Affairs for Arizona. He returns to Arizona, and the first territorial election is to be held on July 18th, 1864. And Charles runs to be the first delegate to the House of Representatives. And he wins with 514 of 885 votes.
Solid.
Was he the only one running?
But wait,
right?
Surely he wanted a recount.
It's a long-standing tradition.
There's a lot of weird things going on.
Yo.
Just until we can figure it out. I won't blink until we know what happens. Oh, thank you.
But he loses the next election a year later because he just campaigns from D.C. and doesn't come back to Arizona. And then he comes back and runs the next year and loses again. So then he leaves Arizona in the fall of 1866.
Just like we knew he would.
And then he comes back for Christmas.
Yes. Arizona can't move, so he's like, I'm going to take off. So he goes to Europe, and he's there for the burial of Maximilian.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that fucker. Yeah.
Hello, I'm fucking crazy.
There's really more of a Harry.
That guy tried to be emperor of Mexico.
Yes, I was going to ask if you guys had covered him before.
Yeah, he did. I have a hamster mouth and a big beard.
You know, he just did what Americans are doing now. He just showed up one day and he said, I own this.
Oh, come on. I mean, it's just ridiculous. We've been through enough.
But at least they had the courtesy to execute him, you know?
Well, yeah, of course.
Come on.
It's the Mexican way.
You're very negative toward our great country.
And we fucking hated them.
Why?
You know what? You need to let it go.
What did they do?
I will not let it go.
Did he kill a lot of people?
He was just a dick.
Yeah. We have that. Yeah, he's overthrown and executed, Maximilian. And then he comes back, Charles comes back to America. Not Maximilian, he's dead. He didn't come back. No.
What, he got? The head?
Yeah, they brought the head back.
It didn't work?
Nope. Yeah. So he comes back to America and he writes a travel book, Europe in the Summertime.
That might be the craziest thing you've said. That he's now Rick Steves.
One presumes he wrote it in the river, like while he was in the pool.
Yeah. A treaty was signed between the U.S. and China in July 1868.
Imagine.
And Charles' friend, J. Ross Brown, was appointed to be the new minister to China.
Could you not have a beard? Could you not have facial hair? Is that possible?
I just think the way shaving was, it was hard.
It was just such a pain in the ass that you got to the mustache, you're like, I have dinner plans.
What's weird is Lincoln kind of starts it. Like, if you start, like with the presidents at least, there's an unbroken series of facial hairs until Wilson. And then it never happens again.
Really?
Yeah, unbroken. Look at everybody between.
We need a
Lincoln
mustache president again.
We do. We need a mustache president.
That'd be,
You would have think it would have taken off after Saddam Hussein, but it didn't. So this guy, Brown, pulls some strings and gets Charles to be selected to hand deliver the treaty to the Emperor of China. And he was also tasked with traveling through Asia to study irrigation.
Okay.
He and Brown delivered the treaty, and then they went sightseeing. They spent Christmas in 1868 at the Great Wall of China.
I love this.
I said, by God, Mr. Brown, we are going to spend Christmas in the heathen country without eggnog? Oh, we have fun.
Can you imagine being in another country being like, you don't drink egg milk with rum and whiskey? What are you people?
Not crazy?
No, it's very simple. Egg yolks.
You lost me there.
There's more. We're drinking it with rum, whiskey, and milk.
The whiskey sanitizes.
And we keep it out all day.
Right, the whiskey sounds good.
Sanitizes the salmonella.
Right, the rum sounds good, the whiskey sounds good, but everything else...
sounds like cum.
Right, yeah.
In many ways, we have cauldron semen. Sure.
Yeah. Tastes like J-Town cum, though, is what I'm saying. It's amazing.
So their consul, Mr. Chang, replied, quote, "Oh, yes, my wife had a child last week, and I can get your milk for $50."
Wait a minute. We're talking chestnut?
I also like that he's selling it.
We took our eggnog straight under the shadow of the Great Wall of China and bid adieu to Chang and his milky wife.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Why did I drive up to the Phoenix show?
Holy shit.
I mean, I thought eggnog was gross.
It's so much
I hate
grosser.
to ask, could we get some more milk?
Hold still.
Oh my God.
Oh my
He's giving us $5. We need this.
Can you imagine liking eggnog that much?
No.
Wait, were the eggs fertilized?
Oh my God.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure Charles fertilized them. So Charles then goes to India, and he gets to know the Parsis, which are an ethno-religious minority group.
Oh, so he's on the finding himself.
Yes.
Face of his
He's
life.
like, it's the
He's
Beatles.
George Harrison.
Yeah.
Right, eat, pray, love.
They're descended from the Zoroastrian Persian refugees.
Yep.
And he was so into them that he wrote 2 books about them. the Parsis in 1872, and the sun worshippers of Asia in 1877.
India in the summertime.
So he's doing all this shit, and word gets back to the Secretary of State that Charles is spending all his time in their temples instead of checking out the irrigation systems he's supposed to.
Right. I even forgot about the irrigation part.
I mean, for word to get back to D.C. about that,
Like, yo, he is
insane.
really fucking around too much.
Really fucking around.
Well, I figured out a way to irrigate eggnog. Does that help?
So his commission is pulled. He then travels through the Middle East and Egypt and on to London, and there he opens up the only American law office in London and starts editing a newspaper. And he stays in London for 6 years until 1876.
So he's just very off track.
He's what'd you call him?
We call them a lot of stuff.
Yeah. You call them
an itinerant pedagogue.
The Tom Hanks movie. What'd you call him?
It's the
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. He's like the Forrest Gump of that time.
Yes, yeah,
He's
the Forrest
just
Gump of
everywhere.
the 1880s. Yeah.
Okay.
He's everywhere.
So he's sent to cover
So he's everywhere, but he's not all there.
Right. Yeah. Kind of.
A lot of green screen.
So he's sent to cover the American Centennial Exposition for a London paper, and he arrives in Philadelphia on May 5th, 1876. And then he decides to stay in the U.S., and he works on Samuel Tilden's campaign, who loses. And then outgoing President Grant gives him a job of registrar of a land office in Florence, Arizona.
All right.
I don't think so.
I got to tell you, where the fuck were we? We were in Denver. They were fired up for every city. Every reference to Arizona, except for Tucson, man, you guys are just like, which I'm fine with. I'm not opposed, but it's very interesting.
I mean, I don't blame them. Have you been?
No, I won't go.
So he stops by Kentucky to see his wife and his daughter, and then... Hey, what's up, baby? How you doing?
She's hard to move.
The level of drive-bys.
Oh my God, it's insane.
Hey, all right.
Hey, baby,
there's my girl.
A little more money. Stop it.
Yep. So he also sees his daughter in Texas. She's now an adult and married.
God damn.
Hey, it's your dad. Who?
You got so fucking tall.
Without my knowledge.
Wow.
Santa, is that you?
No. Well, maybe. Do you give Santa money? Then yeah. Ho, ho.
So he opens this office in Arizona. It's a one-room adobe hut. Not much business coming in.
Okay.
So he starts just writing essays like Atrocities in Ireland.
Whoa.
In memoriam of the Democratic Party.
Imagine.
And the intelligence of dogs.
He was really bored.
That one's amazing. Like, you're at like, boy, aren't dogs smart. When you say paw, they'll give you the paw. The whole bone on the nose patience, and then they flip it. These are awesome animals.
He began writing an epic poem called Apache Land.
Oh my God.
Sounds like the worst theme park ever.
Here's a sample.
Oh, it's America, right?
Here's a sample of the poem. For here, even more than in Tucson, it is always afternoon. The lotus leaf the soft wind kisses, and the ladies here would charm Ulysses. They spend their time in dance and song, and seem happy as the day is long. It's 145 pages.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
I'm on cocaine!
Oh my God.
It's worse than Stephen King in the 80s.
Yeah. It reminds me, if you've seen the movie Big Fish, Steve Buscemi.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, Spectre is good. Spectre is great. I love Spectre. It's just...
That's my
amazing.
God.
It's a great movie.
145 pages.
I can't finish this
Well, how many
poem.
pages have you written about your town?
in rhyming couplets.
So it doesn't sell very well.
Why?
I don't know.
What do you think it was?
Well, people aren't smart enough for poems.
Oh my God, this poem has an 8th chapter. What the fuck is happening?
Should have just written haikus.
Now, Primrose Hill is a 300-foot butte north of Florence, and it contains the ruins of a centuries-old Native American stone structures, which are awesome.
I bet they were even awesomer before they were ruined.
What?
That's way better than they were. We love, it's like an HGTV show.
Right, yeah. We're going to flip your country.
Hi, I'm Chip. This is Joanne.
Hi, we're white, and today we take over America. Well, y'all seem very primitive, so we were thinking that instead of teepees, we would turn these into condominiums.
How do you feel about terracotta?
Well, look, this fire seems to be cooking what you want, but have you ever thought about a pizza oven?
This pyramid of the sun is great, but have you thought about a farmer's sink?
It seems like y'all are really understanding how to live off of the land, but have you ever heard of a rotisserie chicken cooker? What about a food dehydrator?
We're keeping the shiplap.
I mean, in Arizona, a food dehydrator is just the sun. You just leave it out.
Yeah, well, that's what we're doing in the van with the man.
So white settlers think that it's a watchtower, but Charles has a different theory.
I love it.
It's not a watchtower.
It's not. Historian A.W. Gressinger, quote, "To Poston's mind, the ruins were an old link with the religion of Zoroaster."
Sorry? Sorry.
The ones in India?
Okay.
From
Zoroaster.
Okay.
Zoroaster.
Okay.
If the forebears of the Mayans and the Aztecs had found their way to this continent from Asia by way of the Bering Strait, what?
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Why was it not possible that they had brought with them the religion of the sun worshippers of ancient Persia?
Why was it not possible? Because it was not. That's why.
It's very negative.
In Poston's view, it was quite clear that they had.
Yeah.
Well,
of course,
that's pretty good to go, obviously.
Yeah, no, I mean,
if you look at it, I see it.
It took a white man to figure it out, as always.
Well, always seems to. Sorry, Eduardo.
No, it's fine. It's all right.
Well, when you think about the white man, we're like Will Hunting. And,
but without the good.
Will killing, I guess. Yeah.
So Charles decides he needs to build a Zoroastrian fire temple on Primrose.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
This is a motivated man.
He
went full Julia Roberts on that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So then, if he builds that, then he can reintroduce Native Americans to what he assumed was their lost religion.
Oh my God. He is white. He is officially
This is,
Y'all know Xerxes? This is what he believed in. Y'all know Xerxes. Come on.
On July 4th, 1878, he invites friends to a picnic at the top.
my God.
There's champagne, there's fireworks, and there's the unfurling of a huge blue and white flag Charles designed with a huge red sun in the middle.
Oh my God.
The great Native American tradition of picnics. Right.
What were fireworks like back then, Dave? Sparklers?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Probably.
Well, no, I mean, they had pretty cool
Well, he'd gone
fireworks.
to China. He got the breast milk and he got some fireworks while he was there.
Had to be Roman candles.
Yeah, I mean, they clearly had fireworks because we have the whole song.
No, the rockets' red glare. Yeah, they had,
Yeah, but still.
they were big fucking bottle rockets, basically.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they were like what we have now, where you see like a smiley face.
He's got to pick it.
He for sure started a fire, if that's what you're asking. He absolutely started a fire.
And that's how we invented the gender reveal party. And that's how we found out that Arizona is apparently Indian.
I want to do a gender reveal, but just have it like be a big black cloud. Fuck.
We lost it.
We're having the devil.
Yeah. We're having an airborne toxic event.
My child is Satan.
I guess the black smoke is, when you have a dead baby and a stroke.
You might want to order one more drink, even if they dropped your tabs.
That's what the steamship meant when it was smoking the blackest smoke. Yeah.
Oh God, I just saw someone falling asleep, Gareth. So he pays for a road to be built to the top.
Sure.
It costs thousands of dollars, and then he is out of money.
Well, time to go see the wife.
Well, he turns to the next logical person.
Oh, no.
Nasser al-Din Shah Qajar, the Shah of Iran. So he writes a long letter explaining the situation to the Shah and asks him for money. He wants to finish the fire temple. The Shah doesn't write back for some reason. Also, it turns out Native Americans have no interest in this religion he wants them to get into.
Can I just...
and they think he's gone insane.
On behalf of white people, what is their problem? Why are they so... They're so ununderstanding.
This sounds so bad that they were probably asking, like, what about just Catholicism? Like, can we go back to that?
Can we actually walk us through Catholics again? That's pretty
What was the
good.
whole Jesus thing about? Can we go back to that one, please?
I just do want a religion where you have to walk up to the top of a mountain. Do one near a river.
Do you have any downhill religions? I'm looking for like one that's like more descending. You know what I mean? Like I know that's where hell is, but I'm kind of looking. Like, do you have any where you put a sack on and go down a slide? That to me sounds fucking.
If you get really, really into any religion, they're all downhill.
Yeah, that would be fucking great.
So everyone thinks Charles has gone insane, and they start to call Primrose Hill Poston's folly. He is then fired from the Florence Land Office in June of 1879, and he goes back to Tucson.
For what? What did he do wrong? Yeah. Two people excited about Tucson.
It's his third time, and he's like, I'm actually less fired up about Tucson. I'm a little sick of hearing about that shit.
I still love it, man! So
it's Threeson now, and I'm like over it.
In Tucson, he would just sit in Charlie Brown's saloon. So that's where he'd drink, and he'd sit there for hours a day with a very tall cup of brandy, writing poetry and letters.
A tall cup of brandy writing poetry is problematic.
Another 145-page poem.
Yeah,
ready
145. I was just getting warmed up. Got a trilogy poem.
This is problematic, but my poetry skills are automatic. I want to... I'm a poet, and boy, do I know it. Give me 2 more gallons of brandy.
Next day's function. High-class luncheon. Food is served in your stone-cold mansion.
Sand everywhere when I have brandy. I don't care. Can someone clean this up?
He would write letters to newspapers, elected officials, and anyone who annoyed him.
So he's like a fucking... He's Karening.
Yeah,
he's a Facebook dad.
He's just writing into the newspaper, like, your article about how we should allow people to have 10 items and wait in line was very offensive.
He's Andy Rooney.
Someone's yes.
Let me tell you about dogs.
They're very smart.
I'm sick of having to open salt packets. Put salt on the table. It's a communal discussion point.
Just call it table salt.
Decaf? Why is it orange? Orange is a bothersome color for those of us who like coffee that doesn't give us the jitters.
That's enough, Grandpa. We have to go back.
Okay.
He's like that guy from 60 Minutes.
Yes, Andy Rooney.
Yeah, 60 minutes is what he has left.
Yeah.
On October 26, 1881, the gunfight at the OK Corral happens. And the Arizona governor heads to D.C. to ask the president to threaten to send troops to take over the territory's government if the crime doesn't stop.
That sounds fair.
Yep. Sounds very
Sure.
Yeah, that's us. Charles assumes while he's there, the governor, he's going to talk to the president into firing every elected official in Arizona and replace them with who he wants.
Nice.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seems like it could happen.
Not at all a leap at all. Not a leap.
No, I mean, it sounds like an Arizona tradition at this point.
So Charles fires off an angry letter to the Arizona congressional delegate.
450 pages.
His name, Granville.
In iambic pentameter.
So Granville Uri, quote, "You know as well as I that the chief thieves, scoundrels, and lawbreakers have been either under the commission or patronage of the federal government. As the first resident of Arizona commissioned by President Lincoln, I can afford to say this without prejudice." So he says if the governor got the president to remove elected officials, there would be a bloodbath.
All right, so basically he said, I was here first, so dibs.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Quote, "Kansas in its worst days will not equal Arizona." And that turned out to be true.
Fighting words.
And the governor might be killed in a popular uprising due to his corruption. So he sends this to Delegate Ure, who then just sends it to all the D.C. papers.
Yeah, and then
He's
he
like,
just
"This
gets
is great."
banned from Twitter, right?
Yeah, he's banned
He's
from
just
Twitter.
threatened to go all John Brown on our ass.
So the Tucson Citizen then prints this hit piece on Charles titled "Arizona's Crank." Arizona's Crank is now something totally different. And it's good if you sample it.
The beautiful city of Yuma. Arizona's crank.
So, quote, "Charles Poston is a crank upon the subject of personal notoriety. He is constantly annoying both the journals in this city with his opinions upon every conceivable subject. He has become an insufferable bore.
Jesus Christ.
And we are in constant dread of having a communication shoved under our nose signed Charles Poston."
So he is just, I mean,
He's annoying
he's like the commenter on like Instagram. You're like, bro,
he's a reply guy.
Yeah, well, and also
Yeah.
he's a guy who used to be famous, so he's Scott Baio, basically.
but he's
he's Mel Gibson.
he's the replier. He's like
Chuck Norris talking to a chair.
he's Angie's List the man.
Oh my God.
So Charles writes a paper accusing them of libel, the newspaper. And the paper editor says the paper's no longer going to print anything he ever sends in again.
That's tough. They're like, it's its own paper.
And on May 25th, 1882 at 9 a.m., Charles is enjoying his morning brandy.
Wow, quite a start. Churchillian. Well, I'll just have a brandy and then get out of bed and figure out what the day's going to be. Probably belligerent writing.
Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Oh, kill it!
I mean, right now, like in the present times, there's a guy like just sitting on the toilet.
No.
Writing comments.
Stop.
Did he write all of these in the toilet? That's my question.
No, in the river. He was sitting in the river. Right.
Oh, the river was his toilet.
Yes,
He was just drinking brandy.
That's why he got the pink eye.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm learning so much about America right now.
You see why it's going so well?
So he's having his morning brandy in a bar, and he sees the editor exiting the dining room of the bar. And Charles walks out, pulls a revolver, and fires a shot at him.
Jesus Christ.
The bullet misses by inches.
He edited.
And everyone in the hotel starts running around and screaming.
Why?
I don't know.
It's America. You're used to it.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Well, now we are.
So the editor runs down to the laundry room, breaks a window, and dives out into the street, and Charles goes back to finish his drink.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he goes back to finish the job.
No, drink. That is the job.
Yeah.
He was arrested and arraigned for assault with intent to commit murder, and the charges were dropped by general consent.
That's the worst general of all time.
He was in the army, right?
Yes.
No, he missed the guy from 2 paces, so they were basically just like, he's a fucking, I mean, if
he's a bad shot. What are we going to do, arrest him?
Yeah.
Train him.
He's not going to kill anybody.
Yeah.
Train him is the American way. Come on.
You're close, boy.
So Charles was also dealing with a civil trial. Dr. C.H. Lord began building and mining on the site of Charles' very first mining operation, and he owned the land. So a court found Dr. Lloyd liable to Charles for $266,000, which is $7.7 million.
So he just got money out of that for no reason.
All he had to do was produce documents saying the land was his.
Here we go.
And those would be 30-year-old Spanish and Mexican land grants issued for a country that no longer controls the area.
Yeah.
All right, that might be a problem.
Is it?
Yeah. So yeah,
That's
he
Tom
can't.
Hanks in that other movie, The Terminal.
Oh, yes.
So he can't come up with it. It's like impossible. So he loses the land and the money he's owed.
¿Dónde están los papeles? Right.
That's why we brought him.
Where are my Chuck E. Cheese tokens?
So Margaret dies in Kentucky on February 26, 1854. She had a good run.
Yeah, he came back. He was like, "How you been?"
She did not have a good run. She had a good
line.
stay.
She had a good not run.
She had a good sit.
You okay? How you been?
Oh.
What, is that money?
You mind if I fuck you and take the money?
Take care.
So he does not go back for the funeral.
Piece of shit.
And he took a job as a consular agent in Nogales, Mexico.
Nogales.
Nogales.
Nogales, yeah.
So historian John Goff, quote, on Christmas Eve, he began an opossum banquet, which featured fare, including baked possums garnished with frogs, and the food or the guests or both were drenched in Kentucky whiskey.
When did
Sorry,
this...
I honestly, I'm going to need the menu one more time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's new.
It is an opossum banquet.
Right.
So there's possum.
Yeah, baked possum garnished with frogs.
With frogs.
You notice
right there-
there's something that is not there.
Yeah.
That's eggnog.
Yeah, true. But this is like what an exterminator would be like, and I'm cooking.
Right. Yeah. When did this turn into a Tim Burton movie? What's happening?
On July 27, 1855, Charles, now 60, married Maddie Tucker, who was 28 and a newspaper typesetter.
Oh, okay.
How did this happen?
Oh, like you wouldn't.
Yeah. A printer's succubus.
The Tucson Star wrote about the marriage, and Charles was called a poet, philosopher, and journalist. Quote, it was generally supposed that Mr. Poston was so closely wedded to literature that he could not find time to get married.
No, what?
He liked writing.
He's too busy writing poems.
Maddie left Charles soon after the wedding.
Good for her. And then she came back for Christmas that one time.
I wrote an annulment.
Turns out he was drinking heavily and used to doing what he wanted.
The guy who had morning brandy?
Yeah.
I mean, you can have light morning brandy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Not go heavy on it.
A tall cup to greet
just,
the
you know.
dawn.
So he leaves Nogales and moves to Chicago and then Washington. He wanted President Harrison to appoint him governor of Arizona.
So he just
That's how it works.
Yeah, you just ask politely. Right?
From governor.
I don't know if you're ready, to be honest.
You just go up to them and you say what the election results should be, and then you get it.
Yeah.
Right?
That's correct.
A wizard told me I won. Doesn't that count? I haven't blinked.
He writes Harrison a letter saying he deserves it because of, quote, the most arduous services rendered in the history of American pioneering.
Yes.
He doesn't get the job.
Why?
Because life is not fair. That's why, Gareth.
But he does hang around D.C. for a year waiting for the appointment. It's coming any day now.
He's a very patient guy.
Yeah. On May 18, 1889, Charles is arrested for using the francs, which are free mailing stamps, of a Nevada senator and Arizona representative. So he's stealing stamps.
Yeah, mail fraud always gets you.
Yeah, it's always mail fraud.
Never fuck with the postal service.
Stamps?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Fucking stamps.
I knew I shouldn't have licked those. Somehow the Secretary of Agriculture named Charles a statistical agent for the territory of Arizona, and in October 1890, he rolls in Arizona in the new state capital, Phoenix.
They don't even cheer for Phoenix. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? You're like, yay, we're here. Yeah, that's it.
So in 1892, Charles named and claimed Hole in the Rock at Papago Park.
Finally, something they like.
Yeah.
So he claimed that as his own. He's like, that's mine. I get that. He wanted to fill the horseshoe-shaped basin there with water and build a 100-room hotel and turn the park into a resort.
Oh, wow. How'd that work out?
It didn't. So he never made a payment and his claim lapsed. Well, fuck, it was a good idea. In 1893, Grover Cleveland was back in the White House.
Wow. Boy, was he ever.
So Charles writes to ask if he can be governor of Arizona once again.
Jesus Christ. I swear to God, I thought we had the craziest governorship of Arizona happening still.
No.
But it turns out we've got the zombie governor. I'm not dead yet.
Hey, Grover, I have an idea from governor.
Listen, get the fuck out of here, would you?
He got a letter from D.C. saying he was fired from his job at the Department of Agriculture.
Wow. I mean, I'm pretty sure at this point he like slurred his writing.
Yeah, right. He was like, slurpender. This poem is better.
So he moves into a small adobe hut in the back alleyway of a house at 139 East Monroe Street, where the Hyatt Regency is today.
Jesus Christ. So he moved into a Hyatt shed?
Yeah. He had a few more appointments
That's like
over the years.
$300 a night now.
Yeah.
He had a few more appointments over the years. He was a school board member, a specialist at an experimental agricultural station at the University of Arizona, and a recreational camping trip coordinator at the Silver King mine area.
Let's go,
That
kids!
really does sound like an Instagram bio.
Let's go, kids. Have your morning brandy and let's get out there.
99 cups of brandy on the wall.
99 cups of brandy.
Drink all of them for me. Oh no, I'm falling down a hill.
He's literally at this point, he's like, I'll take any job.
Yeah, well, he was like, I'm the governor. No, you're not. Can I live near the Hyatt? What? Is that cool?
Yeah,
Can I get a
whatever,
hot
man.
plate in the Hyatt shed?
I'll be the Hyatt guy, and I'll do camping trips to the
Well, if
mine.
I'm not going to be the governor, can I take the kids out while I live in where you put the hoses? Okay.
He spent his time hanging out in the bar of the Lemon Hotel, telling stories to anyone who'd listen.
Hey, did I ever tell you about when I shit in the urinal?
Yes.
Did I ever tell you about when I pissed in the shitter?
Yes.
Did I
Did I
tell you
ever
what
tell you about when I vomited in myself?
Yes.
Did I tell you about the one where I paid the bar tab?
Yes.
Well, that one was made up.
Now let me tell you about when I started Arizona.
Yeah, he's that guy. You know, I was governor
Wait,
almost.
is this how Arizona iced tea started?
Yeah.
Is that where this is headed?
And you know what? The craziest thing, it was 99 cents also back then.
Yeah, that's right.
$2 million in today's money. Wow.
So locals at this point don't remember him. They just think he's eccentric. Travelers avoid him. A San Francisco reporter comes to pay a visit to Charles and reports on his pathetic condition under the headline, The Fate of a Noble Genius.
What the fuck? That's how
Our
you-
greatest poet. Quote, when I pushed open Colonel Poston's gate yesterday, a spry Mexican lad was searching for 2 rattlesnakes that had escaped during the night. Colonel Poston explained that the boy had been forming the nucleus of an indigenous zoological collection. I let him keep his pets in the yard here, but last night someone liberated them all, and now he is ruined.
That sounds like a Rolling Stone Hunter S. Thompson article.
Yeah.
This is
The fuck?
I mean, that's just what we do as Mexicans. I brought my 2 rattlesnakes and they're back in the green room.
No, I know, and you lost one of them, which is fucking ridiculous.
I mean, it'll turn
check
out.
under your seats.
God damn it. So the article rouses the sympathies of the Arizona territorial government, and they vote to give him a lifetime pension of $35 a month, which is basically $1,200 today.
Which is like,
It's okay.
okay, yeah, but for the guy who's like, I'm the governor. Now he's like,
Yeah.
okay, cool, as long as you give me anti-venom. Do I get an anti-venom stipend? Oh,
Son-
boy.
In February 1902,
Still covered in shit, though.
In February 1902, his son-in-law dies in the Philippines at the age of 59. And Charles' daughter, Sarah, and her 2 kids took the body back on an Army transport ship. On May 19th, Sarah died of amoebic dysentery while at sea.
Shit.
They were buried at the National Cemetery in San Francisco, and Charles did not go to the funeral.
I'm swamped. I am swamped.
It wasn't Christmas, I get it.
I just so busy.
I would go if she could have moved.
Ho ho, nope.
Wrong one? Fuck.
If there's no chest nog, I'm not there.
On June 24th, 1902, a cop found Charles lying dead on the ground in front.
I'm okay. I just had a few too many. I'm not dead.
He was found dead on the ground in front of his adobe hut. He was 77, no close relatives. His body was going to be buried in an unmarked grave.
What? Who chooses
But the
that?
Arizona Republic launched a campaign to raise money for a proper burial, and he was laid to rest in Porter Cemetery with a headstone paid for by the people of Phoenix.
A GoFundMe.
But the burial site never sat very well with his friend, historian James McClintock. For years, McClintock fought for it to be moved, and on April 26, 1925, 1,500 people gathered and carried Charles' casket up to its new resting place at the top of the butte on Primrose Hill.
Why?
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up!
Oh,
They just realized what it is.
they put him in the pizza oven?
Holy shit!
I think you guys just realized what
God.
it is. It's so funny.
What?
McClintock talked the Daughters of the American Revolution and other donors into paying for a 13-foot tall pyramid shaped stone mausoleum aligned with the rising and setting of the sun. Governor Hunt gave
He's
a
in
speech.
like a mummy pyramid. And when the light hits properly, McClintock, we'll be back.
The governor gives a speech. A bugler played taps. It was named Poston Butte. You can visit the site today. His house in Tubac is still standing as well. The only other thing in Arizona named for Charles is the Poston War Relocation Center, a Japanese internment camp built in 1942.
No respect. No respect at all.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Holy fuck. Well,
So
cheers.
this is one of those it has been worse episodes.
I mean, he's still better than my dad.
But I mean, as far as like political government in this state,
It's just the norm.
it's
We watch you guys. We see what happens. It's not great.
oh, we're enjoying it, but I had no clue that they. I mean,
They started this way.
So what? Carrie Lake's going to be buried in a satellite?
Hopefully alive. Hopefully. She's actually the real governor, by the way.
I cannot believe that he is in a fucking mausoleum.
So you guys all, is this like a place you guys all know and go hike up to, but you didn't know who it was the whole time?
Well, yeah, why would you, though?
They tell you what?
They do?
Yeah. He was just
They
the
tell you
first.
it's the first governor of Arizona.
He was the
In
first
his-
congressman, and just for a year. That's it.
In his mind, he was.
He was.
That's all that
He
counts.
totally was.
No, he's
Yeah.
the only
If- yeah.
senator from the mausoleum.
If you believe it, it's true. That's how it works.
It'd be so amazing if he came back to life and broke out of that thing at some point.
And the only thing he wanted was brandy. Oh God, he's here to rule us.
Well, I mean, he could walk right into Senate. Honestly.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he might be Mitch McConnell. We don't know. He very easily could be that. All right, we've kept you enough. Give it up for Eduardo and Rivers, everybody. Thank you guys for coming. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Sources for this episode: Building a State in Apache Land by Charles Poston, Charles D. Poston, Sunderland Seer by A.W. Gressinger, Arizona Biographical Series, Charles D. Poston by John S. Goff. Articles: Charles Poston was an eccentric by John Stanley, Charles Debris Poston, the Fire Worshipper, Charles Debris Poston, The New Age Seer of Arizona by Stephen Downer, Charles Poston by Corey Daniel, and newspapers: the Arizona Daily Star, the Arizona Republic, the Los Angeles Times, the San Francisco Call, the Tucson Citizen, and the Tucson Star.
Oh, it's It's Gareth from the Dollop. You get it. Listen, Gareth Force calling on you. Bunch of new stand-up dates. Come join me. Chattanooga, Tennessee. That's right, Chattanooga, June 18th. Nashville, Tennessee, June 19th. Huntsville, Alabama, June 20th. Atlanta, Georgia, June 21st. That link will be up soon. Pottstown, Pennsylvania, back at Soul Joel's, June 26th. I will be in Providence, Rhode Island at the Comedy Connection, June 27th. That link will come soon. And I'll be in Boston, Massachusetts, June 28th. I'll be in Springfield, Massachusetts, June 29th. And June 30th, I'll be at Comedy at the Carlson in Rochester, New York. Go to GarethReynolds.com for tickets and information. Like I said, Gareth Force, if you don't see a link, just hang in there. It's coming. Join me, please.
Are you feeling overwhelmed, stressed, or struggling with your mental well-being? Taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your physical health. With Aurora Mental Health and Recovery, you can get the care you need. Whether you're dealing with anxiety, depression, or simply need someone to talk to, we can help. So if you're ready to take control of your mental health, visit auroramhr.org today. That's auroramhr.org. Aurora Mental Health and Recovery is here for you.